Years passed, and then, in a sudden shift, the old prison was resurrected. Officials of the Public Security Directorate had grown worried about the behavior of a band of anti government zealots in the country's central Suaka prison. And in 1998, they decided to isolate the group to prevent the contagion from spreading. The officials reopened one of Al Jafar's dusty wings and dispatched an army of workers to sweep out corridors and prepare a large cell where all could be housed together. 25 bunk beds were assembled and stacked in cramped rows, and a new door of latticed steel was bolted across the cell's entrance, the room's only opening other than air slits cut into walls at knee level. When the grounds were ready, the department appointed a warden and hired the usual complement of guards, laundrymen, and cooks. The inmates were too few to justify the hiring of a separate prison physician, and so it was that Basil al Sabha, a recent medical school graduate assigned by the health department to the local village, was pressed into service as the doctor of record for 50 of the most dangerous men in Jordan. It was an unwelcome assignment for Sabha, a tall 24-year-old with boyish good looks, and he complained bitterly about the posting. Prisons in Jordan were vile places, and this one exceeded all others, at least by reputation. Sabha's anxiety deepened on his very first day as a warden. A middle-aged colonel named Ibrahim sat him down to review a list of safety precautions. When dealing with inmates such as these, the warden cautioned, it was essential to stay on the other side of the bars at all times, even during medical examinations. And Sabha shouldn't be lulled into thinking that a metal door was protection enough, he warned. These people are very dangerous, Ibrahim said. Even if they're not physically dangerous, they have a way of affecting you. Even I have to be careful that they don't affect me. The warden went on to describe the peculiarities of the new arrivals. From their strange dress, most insisted on wearing an Afghan style tunique over their jailhouse uniforms because tight fitting prison trousers were regarded as too revealing, to their ability to make converts out of hardened criminals and even prison employees. At Suakwa, so many guards had fallen under their spell that prison officials were forced to limit shifts to 90 minutes in any sector where the inmates might be encountered. As the tour was ending, the warden repeated his warning about the prisoners. There was one inmate, the sect's apparent leader, whose seductive powers were extraordinary, he said. He was the one called Makdisi, a religious scholar and preacher of considerable gifts, capable of infecting and twisting minds like a Muslim Rasputin. He is very smart, a walking library of Islamic knowledge, Ibrahim said. You will know when you see him. A handsome guy, tall and slim, with light brown hair and blue eyes. Don't be fool. Moments later, Basil al-Sabha was being escorted by guards into the prison's interior, past the watchtowers and armed guards, to the wing where the prisoners were kept. It was well past dark, and a dim light shone feebly through the bars of the doorway as the doctor approached. Drawing closer, he could make out the rows of bunks, followed by a jarring first glimpse of the prisoners themselves. 48 inmates sat upright on their bunks or prayer rugs, facing the doorway with rapt attention, like military conscripts awaiting inspection. Each wore the same peculiar uniform, a loose fitting tunic worn over the standard blue prison shirt and trousers, just as the warden had said. All eyes appeared fixed on a figure near the doorway, and Sabha inched forward to see who it was.